Sometimes the most powerful stories aren't just in the words you read, but in the numbers hiding between the lines. And today, we're going to uncover one of those hidden stories, using simple numbers right from the pages of the Quran.
So, right off the bat, I want you to take a guess. Get a name in your head. Lock in your answer, because the results, well, they might just surprise you. We're about to dive into this little mystery together. Okay, so before we jump to the top of the leaderboard, we need to build our way up. Seeing how all the different figures stack up is what makes the final answer so impactful. So, let's set a baseline.
We'll kick things off with the first prophet, Adam, the father of all humanity. A pretty foundational figure, right? His name appears 25 times. Remember that number. That's our starting point, our baseline to compare everyone else against. Next up is Noah, or Nah. His story of the Great Flood is known all over the world. And right away, look at that. We see a huge jump. He's mentioned 43 times. That's a pretty big increase from Adam, which tells us the narrative focus is already shifting.
All right, now we're getting to the part of our data that really tends to surprise people. This is where a simple count can offer you a totally fresh perspective on a text you thought you knew.
Okay, now for Jesus, or Isa, a prophet who is deeply revered in Islam. Any guesses on his number? Well, get this, it's 25. Wait a second, does that number ring a bell? It's the exact same as Adam. Isn't that fascinating?
And now for what might be the most shocking number of all. You'd naturally assume that the prophet of Islam, Muhammad, would have his name appear constantly in the Quran, but look at this. He is mentioned by name only 4 times.
So what's going on here? Well, this seemingly low number points to something really crucial about the Quran style. The text is often speaking to Muhammad, addressing him directly with titles like O Prophet, so his presence is felt on nearly every single page, even if his name itself is rarely used.
We've seen some pretty surprising numbers, but we still haven't found our winner. And there's one more major contender we have to look at before we get to the final reveal.
And that contender is Abraham, or Ibrahim. He's a patriarch revered in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, a truly monumental figure. And his count definitely reflects that. He's mentioned 69 times, putting him in a commanding lead so far.
69 mentions is a seriously high count, way more than double Jesus and Adam combined. But it's still not the top spot. There's one prophet whose story appears so frequently that he completely dwarfs everyone else on this list.
So here we are at the big reveal. Let's finally answer that question we asked at the beginning. How's your guess holding up?
And the answer is Moses, or Musa. His name appears a staggering 136 times. It's not even close. This single number tells an incredible story about the focus of the Quran's narrative.
And let's put this into perspective. At 136 mentions, Moses appears more frequently than Abraham and Noah, 2 massive figures in their own right, put together. It is an absolute landslide, and it really begs the question, why?
So yeah, this isn't just trivia. This number points to a profound narrative choice happening within the text. So what does this overwhelming focus on one single figure really mean?
Well, this incredible focus suggests something profound, that the story of Moses serves as the primary model, the central template for a prophet's journey within the Quran.
And why him? Well, because his story contains all the core themes that come up again and again. The struggle against a powerful tyrant, leadership through immense hardship, and the act of receiving divine law. These elements form the true narrative backbone of the book.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. How does a simple tally, just counting what's there on the page, completely change how you see a story you thought you knew inside and out? It's a great reminder that sometimes a powerful new perspective is hiding in plain sight.